大家好，我係 anotherwatchmagazine 嘅 Louis。今時今日，手錶已經唔係一種 time-telling 嘅工具，而係一種時尚嘅配飾，又或者甚至乎係一種工藝品。既然係時尚配飾，好多人咧都會中意將隻手錶得閒換下錶帶嘅，尤其是大家最喜歡嘅勞力士。其實勞力士咧唔一定要係配鋼帶，你可以配膠帶，甚至乎有啲舊款啲嘅，你可以配皮帶都一樣咁靚。今日我哋就帶大家嚟到中環威靈頓街嘅 Mister Chrono 睇下佢哋嘅錶帶。
Mister Chrono, it was started in Paris by a bunch of watch enthusiasts who realised there was a gap in the market for accessories. They had some watches, they couldn't find straps anywhere easily to buy. So they came up with the idea, my boss in particular, one of the partners is a bit of an entrepreneur, and he saw an opening in the market to start a watch accessory business. And the rest is that's how we are. And he came to Hong Kong initially a couple of years after he first opened in Paris, then saw another opportunity in Singapore as well. So hence now we have 3 shops at Paris, Hong Kong and Singapore. Oh gosh, it's quite a big range. We have our own range of straps, which are predominantly leather-based. Some of them will be alligator, others are calf leathers in various different types and styles of calf leather. We have things from suede through to a sort of smooth coated calf leathers in different colours. We also have a range of rubber straps that have a leather exterior or more like a ballistic nylon exterior that are waterproof. We also sell a range of rubber straps that are purely sort of sporty, waterproof straps. And then we stock straps from other companies such as Hirsch from Austria, and then also bespoke tailor-made straps, which we offer from Camille Fournet in Paris. That's sort of broadly the range that we carry. Oh, also we have Rubber B as well, which is of course another big brand name that's quite famous. Yeah, as you look around the store from sort of clockwise around the walls, we've got a range of watch winders. Some of these are local companies. These ones here are all Hong Kong-based companies. On the back wall behind me, we have the Swiss Cubic range, which are from Switzerland. So they cater to different price points. We have travel cases here. These are our own brand. These are Swiss. These are also our own brand, so a variety of travel cases on offer. These robo-toy accessories, we sell those as well, and they're pretty famous because everybody thinks they're from MB&F, which of course they're not, but the Mad Gallery sells them as well. We've got waterproof storage cases. The walls back here, we have wooden boxes, so display cases, and we do sort of different ranges that cater from the entry level for the young watch collector who's just starting out and doesn't want to spend too much money or can't afford to spend too much money, through to the sort of the high-end handmade Italian ones for the more discerning collector as well. And we also do safes, we do bespoke safes, and we have various bits of sort of artwork, sort of limited edition prints, and some of the oil paintings that you see behind me as well, over my head behind me. Oh, it very much depends on the watch. A lot of Rubber B, we sell a huge amount of those. Customers with a Rolex, the first thing they'll say is, do you sell Rubber B? We don't keep them on display because there's just too many of them, but we have a few little signs that tell people we're an authorised dealer for those. So we sell a lot of those. Otherwise, leather straps, gosh, it's so variable. We never know from one customer to the next whether we will do a bespoke strap or whether we have something ready-made that they can wear now. If they want a bespoke strap, of course it means they have to wait, usually sort of around 2 to 4 weeks. But some customers want something today, they want to be able to wear it now. So it's so variable, we never know from one customer to the next, really. We start off, we have the colour samples. The company we use is Camille Fournet in Paris. And they provide us with a whole range of ready samples that we can look at the colour and the sort of the texture of the skin. So that's where we start. We often try to advise the customer if they most of the time don't really know what they want. So our job is to help steer them in one direction or another. So we try to help giving advice on what colours work and what textures might work. If it's a small strap, we won't necessarily recommend alligator. If it's a small ladies strap, But that's the range we have to choose from: alligator, calf leathers, lizards, and all manner of different colours. Some are glossy, some are matte, browns, blues, greens, yellows, every colour you can almost think of. And then the process is we have a form that we fill out with various different measurements. We can choose the thickness of the strap, the style of the stitching, even the measurements of the lug of the watch and of the buckle as well, if the customer has their own buckle. Whether the strap has a round padding or a flat padding. There are so many variables. And then the length of the strap as well, which of course bespoke means we need to get the strap, make sure it's not too long or not too short. Rubber straps generally don't need much other than just, if you get a real dirty mark, wash it with some soapy water. White ones, there is for really serious marks that you use a pencil eraser, but not an abrasive eraser. It needs to be one of those like jelly type erasers that are not gritty, otherwise you can damage the surface of the rubber, but you can usually clean them with that, again soapy water. For leather, we don't generally recommend anything other than a neutral leather cream can help to nourish the strap. We sell a cleaning kit, but you could buy neutral shoe polish, would do the same thing, and maybe do that once every few months. Problem is in Hong Kong that leather is an organic material, so at some point it's going to wear out. They won't last forever. If you get 2 years out of a leather strap in Hong Kong, that's doing pretty good. But it really depends on the individual. Some people can wear out a strap within 6 months. Others can make a strap last for 10 years potentially. But yeah, leather shoe cream should be all you would need to make it last. One trend I've noticed is that NATO straps, the sort of pass-through fabric straps, used to be really, really popular, and now they're not so popular. We don't sell nearly as many of those as we did sort of 3 or 4 years ago. Other than that, I don't really see any shift in trends as such, because leather straps have always been something that need replacing rather than a colour change. They just need replacing anyway as part of routine wear and tear. So we still sell as many leather straps today as we did 5 years ago. Obviously the trend generally though is that watches are not selling as much at the moment because of the economic situation, but that's a different story.
So Mark, I
yes.
just got it yesterday.
Congratulations.
But I don't like the strap.
Right.
So what would you recommend?
Did you want to keep the original buckle?
Not necessarily.
Right, okay. This is 20 mil?
Yes.
Right. And this is an 18 mil buckle. Our straps in 20 mil are 2016, so that just to let you know that. But there are some that are 2018, so we can look at those as well. Silver dial, but with gold accents. I'm going to look at these. One I would suggest immediately that could go well with this is olive green. So something like this, which is actually not dissimilar from what you have, but a little bit different. That's certainly an option. However, it's a little bit similar to the strap that's already on that. So we'll keep that on one side size. So we'd maybe look at this one instead.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
But actually,
So
that picks up the warmer colours of the markers and has a little bit of contrast, so the watch can stand out from the strap a little bit. That's one thing we often suggest. Try to make the strap stand in the background a little bit, so have contrast between the strap and the watch face. So that does that quite nicely. And the warmer tone of the brown goes well with the gold indices and the gold hands. So that's one thing we would suggest. If you wanted to keep that warm brown appearance, you could do that with this. So now we have a rubber strap. So it's rubber on the inside.
Okay.
This leather has been Scotchgard treated in an industrial Scotchgard process. So it makes the strap waterproof. You could actually swim with this. Not sure if the watch is waterproof to any length or great degree. Also, you could use the original buckle on this strap because this is 18 millimeters here. So now we have another option.
Oh, I like this one. Because the stitching is something...
A little bit
matching
copper-coloured stitching goes with the gold, yeah. You do get that little black edge, but on the dark brown colour, I don't think that matters. On the light brown colour, that would be, which again picks up those, but I think the contrast is a little bit...
Oh, this one's also nice. I really like the rubber
Yep. It's very soft, very comfortable, doesn't need breaking in.
Yeah,
and of
also
course,
more durable.
for Hong Kong, it's much more durable. So that's certainly something I could recommend quite happily.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
Thanks
my
very
pleasure.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.